Good morning everybody, I am Sarah with the trains, and today you find me heading out on another random journey. Last night I discovered there's still 9 stations in Cambridgeshire that I haven't visited, so let's visit a new one. I used a Wheel of Fortune last night to pick my destination today, same as my last random video. I won't be telling you where it is until we get there, so let's go.
Welcome to this service for Stansted Airport. We will be calling at Wyndham, Attleborough, Thetford, Brandon, Ely, Cambridgeshire, Cambridge, Whittlesford Parkway, Audley End, and Stansted Airport.
We have now arrived at our surprise station of the day, which is Whittlesford Parkway. And there's the proof, I'm not making it up, we are here at Whittlesford Parkway. Now the station here at Whittlesford Parkway opened originally in 1845 on a line that went from Bishop Stortford up to Trouse, which is just the other side of the River Wensum to Norwich, because they hadn't finished doing a bridge over the River Wensum yet to Norwich Station, which was very remiss of them when opening this line, I feel. The station here was rebuilt between 1877 and 1890. This photograph shows you how the station looked in the early 20th century. In the background you can just see the signal box, and beyond that, the goods shed. Under the Great Eastern Railway there were day excursions that went through the station, heading off to London, and they were very strict about the amount of baggage and whatnot that you could bring, and there was no luggage allowed except for one small bag or a parcel to be carried by the owner. I suppose quite reasonably they didn't want the train to be overburdened when it was only supposed to be for a day trip. The station was only renamed to Whittlesford Parkway in 2007 under National Express East Anglia. There were goods sidings and a goods yard here at Whittlesford Parkway. There were also some refuge loops off of the main line completed in 1902 for use by coal trains. There were also a couple of water columns here. There was one in the goods yard and there was another one near the signal box for trains going in the up direction, and there was also an inspection pit there as well. Now we've had that brief station history, let's have a look round and see what's here at Whittlesford Parkway today. And just to quickly mention, trains going through here these days go to Stansted Airport, London Liverpool Street, Norwich and Cambridge. As you can see, the lines here are electrified with alternating current overhead wires, which is obviously used by the 755s and 720s. We've just got the two platforms. They're really quite long platforms because they've got to accommodate up to 12-car trains. Over there we do still have some sidings. We've got the good old tactile paving. We've got a good old grip bin. Over on the car park side, that to me looks like it might be some sort of old railway building, but I'll have to see if I can find out what. From looking at old maps, I can see this building certainly was railway related, although what it actually was isn't labelled. Interestingly, this map does also show that there were cattle pens at this station, meaning that Whittlesford Parkway handled livestock. We do have this brick-built waiting shelter with flappy plastic bin and this enclosed waiting shelter with automatic door. Hang on, it says automatic door, but you gotta push a button. One of the buttons off of the train. Genuinely never encountered a waiting shelter door like that before. Or should we say waiting room door? There we've got the bridge that carries the road over the line. We've still got an old station building, but that does just contain waiting rooms now. And of course the canopy to shelter under. There's also a nice footbridge. Let's go for a wander over that. As you can see, there's a large amount of cycle parking. There's a smart card reader. On the old station building we have got information signs, including the do not abuse our staff sign. That is very sad that they have to actually put that up. Out here we have got the car park with some more cycle parking. Of course we've got benches and departure screens. One thing I forgot to mention is this is quite near to the Imperial War Museum at Duxford. If you want to walk it from the station, it's about half an hour. Now I think it's time to go and have a little explore of Whittlesford itself. There is level access out of the station. And even an Amazon locker. Right near the station, I have found this old 13th century chapel. Door says it's open. Let's find out. Wow. What we now know as Duxford Chapel, or the Chapel of the Hospital of St John the Baptist, was originally part of a small hospital established in the 13th century by Sir William de Colville. The hospital had a small amount of staff, including 1 or 2 monks, and was intended to care for the sick and shelter poor travellers. The chapel was largely rebuilt in the 14th century, and most of the present structure dates back to around 1337. It was in the 14th century that it became a chantry, a place where a priest performed masses for the soul of the founder. Under the reign of Edward VI, son of Henry VIII, the chantry was suppressed in 1548 during the dissolution of the chantries. The chapel was then used as a barn by the neighbouring Red Lion pub. It was acquired and restored by the Ministry of Works between 1947 and 1954 and is now under the care of English Heritage. I'm not entirely sure what this hole here would have been, but what I can say is this is some amazing architecture. Unfortunately, some people have decided to leave graffiti. I can safely say that these are not mason's marks. After that visit to that 13th century chapel, I have now found another car park. It would seem the name Parkway is rightly deserved. It's just time for me to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this visit to a random Cambridgeshire station, and I'll see you all next time for another railway adventure. Bye! Just caught that. As always, an extra special thank you to all of my patrons and channel members whose names are on screen right now, as well as anybody who donates to me on Ko-fi. Your generosity is very much appreciated and you really do keep the channel going.